I just wanted to put together a little video about like general information about the Pokeball Plus, as well as how to use certain features of it and also test some things. This video is going to be a little bit on the longer side just because I want to do this in real time to show you how everything works and basically prove a few things to myself and to everybody else that's asking some questions. So first off, let's go over the basics of the Pokeball Plus itself. So in the back you have the charging port, which is the USB-C connection. And what you should notice when you're properly charging is when you plug it in, is it'll make the Poke Center noise to show that it's like healing, which I think was a really nice touch. The other thing that you'll see is that there is a button on top here, which is typically seen as the B button, and then there is the control stick here, which when clicked is the A button, and when clicked once, basically it just puts it in pairing mode for Bluetooth items like your phone and the Switch. I'm not going to go over any of the phone details as I have yet not been able to get it to work with my phone, but I think that's just my phone. Anyway, you can use this to control the game, and you do that by pairing it with the Switch. You don't actually need to do anything special. You can actually pair the controller to the Switch while on the home menu, and I'm just going to push a button. It's going to vibrate like slightly once, and then I have control of the game with both A and B buttons from the home menu. Alright, so outside of that, when you push and hold the button, the ball will glow the light of the type of Pokemon that you have. This is like a yellow, like a light brown or white color, showing that I have an Eevee inside this ball. So we can play with it by doing like a few different things. You can wiggle the joystick. You can shake it. You can roll it around, and apparently you're supposed to be able to like pet it, which I don't understand. Like, I've never been able to get like a response out of doing any sort of petting. Doesn't matter like where I'm petting on the actual ball, but basically you should be getting different responses based on maybe like the level of it of activity that you use with it, or just like depending on like what motion you actually do. To stop being in play mode, you push any of the front button, like any of the buttons on the Pokeball Plus, so either the front button or the top button. So that cancels it out. Then this cancels it out, and then now it's just basically in strolling mode, where you should be getting like steps counted, which I'll go into later. But that's the basic idea of what this does in general. So what we're going to do now is we're actually going to jump into the game, and we'll go into some of the more specific features where we're talking about how it is used in the game, as well as strolling with your Pokemon and all that sort of stuff. So let's start up the system. This Pokeball that I have here, this is my Pikachu. Oh, it's muted, so I can push both of these buttons to unmute it. I should have gone over that. But yeah, so push both buttons, mute it, it'll just vibrate. Push both buttons again, it'll make noise again. Anyway, back to this. So I wonder if it'll pair with the system on the home mode, which it does. So I'm going to start up Let's Go Pikachu, because this is my personal version of the game that I'm just playing on my own. I suppose you technically could play other games with this controller, which I'll have to do that another time. Alright, so when you're starting up the game and you have a Pokeball Plus, basically you want to make sure that it knows what type of controller you're using. You basically just push any button on the controller which actually it's highlighting the center button. So there you go. It's communicating. Tells you how to hold it. Don't be an idiot. Come on. So one thing that I've been seeing other people saying is that the game will always have sound in the Pokeball, but you can't mute it. So I kind of want to test that theory as well. So let's turn this down a little bit. So any of the noises that should be coming out of this game should basically be coming out of this Pokeball. So I'm just going to do Thundershock. I know it's not super effective, I'm just doing a move. So it made like a battle noise from the Pokeball itself. So what I want to do is I want to push both buttons just a tick. Wow, 2 Great Balls? Awesome. Then what I'll do is I'll go find a wild Pokemon. So it's still making noises. So it would appear that you cannot mute the Pokeball while actually playing. And seeing as we're here, all you have to do to catch Pokemon is not push the B button. It's just throw the Pokeball. That's literally it. But as you see, it blinks, and then when you caught the Pokemon, it shines the light of the type of Pokemon that you've actually caught. So what I want to go into now is basically just using the Pokeball for taking your Pokemon for a stroll after this battle, which, oh, it's huge. Why don't I go ahead and include a second player? So I've got 2 Pokemon ready. I can shake to bring in somebody else. So now I've got 2 players here, both with Pokeball pluses. So we're both gonna get ready. And so your timing and synchronization on this is going to help you get bigger bonuses for your catches. So we got a successful catch, excellent throw, first throw, synchronized bonus, and a size bonus. So we got a bonus multiplier of 24. Jesus fucking Christ. Way to go, Mew. Alright, so currently I have my Pikachu in my Pokeball right now. I've basically been having it in stroll mode from like since I first played the game. So what I want to do is I want to take out the Pikachu and see its stats. I'll zoom in for this. Did you want to learn Wing Attack? Get rid of Sand Attack. I'm not a fan of status moves unless they actually do attack at the same time. Oh, Mew finally learned another move. The Mew that you get in the game, by the way, is level 1. Alright, so let's go over here out of the way. To get into the menu, you push the top button, and then you can go to save or communicate to do things with the Pokeball Plus. If you have not removed remove the Mew from your system or from your Pokeball, you go to Communicate, Mystery Gifts, Get with a Pokeball Plus, and then it says it'll tell you if there's any presence inside this Pokemon. You can also check for mystery gifts, which I got my Mew through the mystery gift from the Pokeball Plus. So let's go ahead and go to the other option, which is Save. You'll see down in the middle that it says take your Pokemon for a stroll. Alright, so it says press the top button on the control stick to connect it with the game. So I'm connecting right now. A Pokemon is out for a stroll. Would you like it to come back? So, yes, I want to bring my Pikachu back. So the Pikachu that you have in there is going to come out. So you took Sparkit for a stroll and had a great time. Sparkit got 10,848 experience points. Holy freaking shit, that's 10 levels. No, I don't want light screen. I do want Thunderbolt. I'm gonna do that instead of Thunder Wave. Any day now. Slam. I damage myself with this one, don't I? No. But you know what? I still like... It's more powerful, but I still think that this is perfectly fine. Alright, so it tells me that I've had 10,016 steps, or 10,016 walked togethers. Replied to a call out 3 times, it called out to me 3 times. I played with it 102 times, and it enjoyed playing 8 times. It got me some candy, rare candies, Pikachu candy, Mew candy, Quick candy, Heart Scale, Pineapple berries. Walked together for and reached 10,000. So that's the general idea of what you get for taking for a stroll. But what I want to do is I want to basically take a Pokemon that's a low level for a stroll, and then sort of see about one more feature here. Oh crap! I forgot that I have 2 players. I'm going to get rid of the second player real quick. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the menu. And I'm going to put another Pokemon in here. But I'm going to make it a low level Pokemon. So I'm just going to go to the Pokemon box. Level 10, level 13, level 4. Is that the lowest that I have? I have level 3. Alright, we're going to take this Metapod that's level 3. We're going to sort of cheat the system a little bit here. So I now have a Metapod inside the Pokeball. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the system to sleep. back out again. And we're going to play with Metapod. So I push and hold the button. It glows greenish. It might not show up on the camera, but it makes Metapod noises. I wonder, do you like the pets? Anyway, so I'm playing with the Metapod. So I know that that's playing with it, so I'm going to push a button, and we're just going to sort of see if we can fake some walking. Meow. How's it going, buddy? I should put this on your neck and make you take it for a walk. Alright, we'll just do this for a little bit longer. I want to make 10 minutes of walking. Because basically I want to see if it actually does respond to this as walking. Because people want to know also, how does it count steps when it's not in play mode? Which I believe that it does, because I certainly did not have this thing active for the entire time that I was out there playing with it. What I was kind of hoping that it would do is it would show the rainbow flashes on the screen here, or on the light. And people have been talking about that it either means that it's leveling up, or it could be that that's when the Pokemon is calling out to me. You know how it said in the records here how many times it called out to me and how many times I responded to it. So I think that that's what that could be, but I just have no idea. So anyway, that's perfectly fine. I've done enough. It's enough to test the theory to see whether it actually did register the steps. So we're going to go in here and we're just going to do the same thing. We're going to do the take a Pokemon for a stroll. Bring me into the screen again. Yes, it would very much like to come back from the stroll. So here comes Metapod. So I took a level 3 Metapod out for a stroll. It got 121 experience points. Good level 4 and 5. So it says that it walked together 192, and that it was played with 5 times, which, if I think back to how many times I actually got it to make a noise while it was in play mode, it seems about right. I got berries. It just adds to my total history. So I guess that there's times where this actually enjoys being played with and times where it does not enjoy being played with. Which is concerning. But anyway, the other thing that I might as well go over is just a little bit about the controls, seeing as I'm here. When you're looking at your Pokemon party, you can actually shake the controller to bring open this menu. And then if you say, like, I want to send this Pokemon to the professor and then select a couple others, per se, how do you tell it to go? You shake it, and that's how you get it to go to the professor. When you do that, you're in Candies. I've sent them 20 Pokemon so far. And then the other thing to keep in mind too is that when you're on this screen, you can shake it as well to bring up the actual menu here. You can open the controller settings, which allows you to go into this particular controller set menu, and you can check the details of this, which just tells you what to do. But that's basically it. it doesn't give you the option to mute the Pokeball while it's in this type of mode. So it looks like the Pokeball Plus will always have sound, as far as I can currently see in this particular mode. But that's basically it. If there's any more questions or anything else that I find out about the Pokeball Plus, I'll certainly post it here. But thanks to all the questions that I've received through the few videos that I put up about, you know, taking it for a stroll, connecting it to, taking it for a stroll, playing with the Pokemon, and also muting and unmuting the Pokeball. I really appreciate it. That's super cool. I never expected those videos to get such a response, so that's why I'm making this one here. But anyway, see you guys later. Bye-bye.